What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm ripping the van apart to add some new gadgets. Let's do it! Right, so as I said in the intro, I am doing a few bit of a... Well, I say I, not me, because you know I'm not trying to do a screwdriver, so I enlisted the help of John! So we're going to get a few bits done I've had on the list for a while. Yeah. Now, I've got Starlink, which it's a Starlink Mini, which I've just loosey-goosey thrown around the roof. Yeah. Which didn't end well, and I'll tell you that story probably one day. But yeah, I want to get that fixed on the roof. Yeah. That shouldn't be too hard, should it? I mean, yeah, it's a Star RV kit, so it looks quite good. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. And then all it's got to do is you've got to change the gland and all that up there, though, haven't you? So yeah, there's a few bits. So that's definitely above my pay grade. And then it all needs wiring in, because it's going to be wired into the Cerbo and all this, that and the other. So we'll go through all of it once it's all done. And then I want to be able to charge inside the motorhome. Yes. So you figured that out, right? Yeah. A little bit complex, but yeah, we've got to mess around a little bit. Yeah. Obviously, I love my power banks and I love EcoFlow, and I've got the power banks on with me, so I want to be able to use them and be able to recharge. And obviously, I use a lot of power, so it will become quite a thing. So yeah, it was a bit complex to figure it out, and so and I got this really bit of a weird one. I want to make my fridge smart. I think we can do it. But I've got a bit of an idea. I don't know how John's gonna run with it, because it's a bit weird and wacky. But I think it'll work. Hopefully. Right. Let me show you around the motorhome, because it is an absolute state, ready for John to get into. Now, excuse the drone battery, but I've ripped up all the sofa, so there's access to everything. There's the Multi Plus, and then there is the full system. If you can just see it all there. There is a lot going on down there. It's a massive install. Now, you do a lot of these modifications on the road, don't you? Because you are a mobile electrical technician, installer. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Now, one of probably the difficult things is all the bits inside, right? So if you've got a clean area, it makes it a lot easier. Oh yeah, definitely. Because so if you want to then have a see where all that's gone, I'll show you right now. Look at it all. It is all stacked up mountain high. If we then come down to the wardrobe, because this is where the Starlink will be coming in, I've emptied the wardrobe again, so he's got complete access. Emptied a cupboard here, because we're going to do some bits up here. I say we again, it's not me, it's him. But then all this stuff has now moved to here. So yeah, it's a bit of a pit at the moment, but there's clear access to everywhere that John needs. Do you need anything else?
We've got the little blocks, little plugs for the Cerbo. I bet they're buried.
No, they should be under there. Right, see, you got to remember where everything is. Right, I have found what John needs. These are apparently little blocks for the Cerbo, because yeah, we're doing some weird and wacky stuff with the Cerbo, because it is a powerful bit of kit. And it can mean, well, basically it means I can be lazy, and it can do things that I then don't have to get up to do, or I can do remotely away from the van, which I love doing, right? Tash is just at the door shaking her head. Seriously? Judging much? Oh, yes. Rude? I'm being efficient. It's all about the efficiency, right? I mean, I bought the Cerbo. It's here. I might as well use it. It would be wasteful not to. That's my excuse. That's what I'm doing. Oh, look, she's walked away. She's left me. Right, I'm all packed up, because I don't think I'm going to be much help. I'm probably just going to be a nuisance and in the way. So me and Tash are going to go hang out for the day and go have a look in town, which we'll put in another video. But for now, I'm going to leave John to it and let him crack on. All good? Yep. Cheers, buddy. Right, let's go. Back in the motorhome. Right, how's your day been, mate? You ain't had to deal with me like trying to help you, because I am no help whatsoever, I know that.
Yeah.
But how's it gone?
Yeah, it's all right. It's not too bad. The gland was difficult to get off up top, but that was about it really. Everything else is done. So we've got your Starlink now is on your Cerbo. So your Starlink can now be powered from the Cerbo. So your relays within the Cerbo are accessible on your front screen, just in this little icon up here.
Yep.
So you've got your GX Relay 1, which is what it is. You can actually label that to Starlink if you want.
Brilliant.
But yeah, you just switch it on, you hear a little click.
Yep.
And then you should have, your Starlink should bring up, start working.
That's brilliant. So, I mean, I just pretty much ordered a kit and then gave it to you. And that, how simple was the kit now? Was it good or bad? Or I mean,
yeah, it's pretty good.
It's quite comprehensive, isn't it?
It's a very well designed kit. It's like very good quality.
I mean, it's not cheap. I think it's like 350 quid, something like that.
Yeah, there's a couple of bits that are a bit awkward. But yeah, so it's all right.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, yeah, it should be fine. Here's a kit. I suppose most people do that with you, with a lot of things, right?
Yeah, and there's no instructions on how to wire it to the Cerbo, so you need to have a little bit of knowledge on how the Cerbo works, how the Cerbo relay works. Yeah. To actually use it, because it's. I think the Cerbo, all it does is supply a ground, so you need to work.
Right, okay. Because the reason I wanted it was because I'm not going to have Starlink on all the time because it is very expensive. I mean, it's like £96 a month. Yeah. But when them times I do need it, I can then turn it on without being near the box or the dish. It's stuck on the roof, so it's always there ready to go, and now I can just turn it on from either my phone or the control screen at any point. And I can even put it on like schedules and all that, can't you, if you really wanted to?
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So yeah, well, whilst I'm away from the van, I could then put it on a schedule to just turn on in an hour slot a day, so then I get internet even if I didn't have internet with anything else. So that would be pretty cool. But yeah, love it. Yeah.
So the next thing that I haven't been able to do, because I'm going to have to build you like a little plastic box with a switch, because you want to charge the van from your EcoFlows.
Yes.
So I need to do a little bit of adaptation, because you cannot plug EcoFlows, or you shouldn't plug EcoFlows directly into the van. Yep. Because there's no neutral air.
There's no neutral air, yeah.
So you need to work out a way to...
John is 100% right on that. The only caveat I will say is I've never had a problem. That's not to say I can't have a problem and it can't go wrong, because you are 100% right on that. I've been doing it for many years, and not with just EcoFlow, with them all. Yeah. But I have heard that, you've said that to me many times, that technically something can go wrong.
You can. If something was to go wrong, you would get electrocuted and the RCDs wouldn't protect you, so yes.
Yeah, I would cook basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to prevent that.
As long as I caught it on camera, I suppose.
No, so I need to build you a little box. It's going to be inside this box. I'll build you a little plastic box with a switch unit, because effectively what I'm going to do is switch from hookup to that. Yep. And I've got to isolate the hookup from...
Right, okay, yeah, because you don't want potentially two feeds coming in if I was on both. Yeah, exactly. And again, the reason I want this is because I can stay off grid for longer with my EcoFlows, but I don't want to have to... And it sounds... I mean, I will fully admit, I am lazy. I like things easy, simple, automatic, and a touch of a button. But this will mean I don't have to get out of the van in the piddling rain, or as I'm about to go to bed or anything like that, to be able to recharge the motorhome. I can recharge inside the motorhome without ever getting out, which it's just a great option to have, I reckon.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, you've got you carry those around with you anyway.
Yeah, I've got plenty of power. I might as well use them. 100%.
Winter is challenging.
Yes,
because you just get no solar.
That's code for solar sucks in winter. It really does. You could have as much on the roof as possible, and it still really wouldn't help you that much in winter, would it?
If you can angle the panels, you're going to be like 100% better. But you're still struggling in the winter. So.
100% really doesn't produce much at all. So you've got to try and save power. I mean, to the point of I don't ever turn my inverter off. And that bugs you a bit, doesn't it? Because I just leave it on, and I know it's wasted amps. In the summer, I'm like, could not care. In the winter, I have actually started turning it off now because it does eat at them. It's one of those just like death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing. It just drips away a little bit. So yeah, do turn your rear inverters off in the winter. Who knew, eh? And you've done a few bits down this end as well.
Yes, yeah, you wanted a few bits tidied up because you had USB cables and power cables running everywhere. So in the cupboard, which we won't show you because it's got all Darren's clothes.
Yeah, I have got some footage to overload now.
But yeah, we've tidied all that up, made that all nice and sort of uniform and tidy. We've put a socket in under here, so you've got a nice, got a 12-volt socket right at the back here. Managed to get it right in the corner, so it's not.
It's perfect position.
It has to go up into the cupboard, so you lose a little bit of space.
Yeah, but it's
a tiny bit of space in your cupboard.
Very minimal.
I've got a cap around it so that when you push your clothes right to the back, it's not going to cause that to have a problem.
Perfect.
So yeah,
because I was using these plugs up here to then run a cable like in the and they're the German ones, right?
Yes.
I don't know what they're.
I can't remember the name.
What the names are, but they're the smaller barrels.
Yeah, it's just 12-volt. They're 12-volt sockets, effectively.
But I was using a cable up there, running it down, then down to here, and then running a load of USBs for the bedroom and for everywhere, which did look a bit unsightly, and it was just hanging here, so it didn't work. So now they don't actually need to be used because my air fryer just sits there. Nothing needs to be around the air fryer. I've now got power here, but then I've also got, you put power in the bedroom here.
Yeah, put another socket, just a little 12-volt socket up there as well.
Now, fun fact, they're not wood, are they?
No, they're great. They're like laminated aluminium. So yeah, it was quite difficult to release that.
These plates here are not wood. They're all metal.
They slide them in, so they actually slide them in when the motorhome is built. So as soon as the walls and the back goes on, you can't get them out.
Just to make things easy for you, John.
Well,
you know, makes your life interesting, doesn't it?
Beauty of motorhomes, that.
100%.
Coach built anyway. Everything is. All the wiring is put in without the walls and the ceiling on, so when you try and do something, you have to work with that because you cannot. Sometimes you just simply cannot get cupboards out. You cannot get trunking out sometimes. So yeah.
And again, this is where your knowledge is second to none. It really is, because I have no idea what's I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to go there. Now we are standing at the fridge, and again, lazy, I know, but also very useful and effective. And I'm going to do a whole video on all my automations because I've spent a lot of time trying to automate the motorhome and make it as smart as possible for someone that's not really smart, right? Fridge.
Yeah. So now you've got your power switch on there. So all I basically effectively did is put in a UK adapter.
Yep.
And then cut the plug off this and change it to a UK one. Put that on there. Yep. So now you can actually use your little Wi-Fi.
I got a smart plug on the end basically, and now I can control it anywhere with my internet connection. Yeah. Brilliant. And I can I leave it on auto and then I can control it. So like I said, I'm going to go through a whole video of that. Of all my smart stuff in another one, but yeah, I'm loving that because that is going to be a feature that I'm going to really be using through the summer when the solar is working and we are getting bags and bags and bags of it. That's going to come into its own. It really is, along with a few other things I've got. Now I know there was quite a few little bits and bobs that I've had done, and there's still going to be a few more that you're going to do for this season, and I'm sure I'm going to find some more things for you to crack on with because I'm always trying to think of modifications. If you have actually got any ideas, then do drop them in the comments below because I'm sure John would love you to add to his list. He really would. Now this is on terms of installs and modifications. This was pretty simple, right? Because you do some pretty big.
Yeah, I generally do big off-grid installs. Yeah. So what you've already got, I didn't install any of this. This is all done by another company.
Yep.
There's a few bits I would probably change, and I probably will change later.
100%.
I ran out of time to do the box, but yeah, generally I am doing big off-grid install.
Now I know you did a massive install recently for Mark, Nuts on Tour.
Yes, yeah, I did.
I mean, he's got a big motorhome as it is, isn't he, right? Yeah. And he loves his EcoFlow stuff because he's actually got the EcoFlow solar tracker.
Yes.
And it's this big like robot thing comes out and it just starts. tracking the sun. But yeah, what did he just have?
Yeah, he's got a full 24 volt system. So yeah, he's got a massive system, 224, 280. So he's got like 14 kilowatt hours of energy available, something like that. So yeah, he's massive.
So that was a massive install.
Yeah, huge system.
Yeah. So yeah, when I give you a job like put a Starlink or could I put a plug in the bedroom, it's child's play for you, but because you do these massive installs, and now you do these all around the country, right?
Yeah, on mobile. So all I effectively need is somewhere safe to work on the van.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, you're on Instagram and all this and that, and yeah. So I'll leave John's links and everything in the description below. So if you have got an install that you want putting in, then yeah, hit him up because he's your man. He is definitely your man. He's got me covered all the time, and if anything goes wrong, then I just come whinging and crying, and yeah, he sorts me out straight away because. Like I say, I know nothing about this stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do know when you're talking about it, this, that and the other, but when it comes to testing it and putting it together, I'm not going to go there because I've dealt with bad electrics in my previous motorhome. Yeah. And let me just tell you, it isn't worth the money you save on bad electrics because you do not save. Mm. You then are, put bluntly, scared of your own home. You are, because I was petrified of it. Yeah. Because you're messing with fire basically. Yeah. So yeah, you need a proper guy that knows. You need someone professional and that knows what they're doing to put this stuff in. And your imagination is your limit really with this kind of stuff. And your budget, yeah. And your budget, yeah. Your budget and your imagination is the limit. So if you want to make everything smart, you want all this stuff, you want Starlink on the roof, you want this, that, and the other, you can have it, can't you? Really, yeah. It's all obtainable. So yeah, I'll leave John's links and everything in the description below. So hit him up if you need any modifications. So this is the morning after the install. John's just checking everything, making sure the Starlink on the roof is all secure and safe and all set and everything just before I leave. But yeah, he's had a little look up there and the whole thing's secured, nice and safe and everything. But there does seem to be a little problem with one of the wires in the kit. Not sealing properly, so he's up there now and I'm going to film and then I'll let him show you and talk you through what he's seeing and what's going on.
Yeah, just checking it again this morning and it does look like there's a little bit of water in the main connector, so basically where the powered Ethernet comes into the little adapter. So yeah, there's definitely water getting in. The O-ring is there, but it doesn't seem to be. Don't know whether it's not sealing right. It's sealed at the back properly, so I think I might just gonna have to add an extra bit of sealant. I think I don't want water getting in.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? Because it's not exactly a cheap kit.
No.
And that bit is supposed to be outside because it's only short, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there is no way of that being inside. Apparently, it rained a lot last night.
Yeah, I mean, the rain was biblical last night, like ridiculous.
I haven't got a clue.
Some people put those, like, cable tie them under.
Yep.
The cabling is quite stiff, so I didn't want to do that because I think it might eventually pull the cabling out.
Yeah.
Because again, I found the LAN connection doesn't click in. There's no way to actually click it in. It won't come out unless you pull it hard.
Right.
But unlike normal,
it's not got a little click.
It's got a pin, but obviously you'd never be able to get in to release it. So I think they make it so it kind of goes in but doesn't.
Oh yeah, I done a temporary setup in the motorhome over Christmas, and I went and got a normal, not Starlink's LAN cable, plugged that in, and then yeah, I had to get a torch and a little screwdriver to release it, because like you say, they're not easy to unclick because you can't get your fingers in there.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that's probably, it's not supposed to, but that's why I'm cable tying it in ever so slightly so it's put some tension forward so it doesn't pull out. But yeah, water's getting in, so that's no good.
You do a lot of modifications, don't you?
Yeah.
And this is the thing that people, that crops up, isn't it? You might go buy, I mean, that wasn't a cheap kit. I'm going to go through the price, but I think the entire kit's like 300 quid, 350 quid. But you could go buy the most, you could go buy some nice Victron stuff, you could go buy some nice anything stuff. Little problems do crop up in these installs of anything.
Even with Victron stuff occasionally comes up. So
it's one of them things that you have to factor in of like, how long the job's going to take. You need to double check it. You need to then have, someone that knows how to then deal with them problems when they do arise. Because I'm just like, so shall I get a plastic bag and wrap around it or something? And that's not the way to do it. But yeah, you need to know, you need someone that knows, how to overcome these problems when they do arise.
I mean, it is a nice kit. It is very, very well built, well put together.
Yeah, them magnets ain't coming off, are they?
No.
That's not looking good, is it, John?
Bit of corrosion in there already. It's only been powered up yesterday.
Yeah.
And obviously, voltage and water corrodes terminals very quickly, because the terminals will be tinned copper probably, or aluminium.
I just said to John, I bought the Ethernet cable from them because it's got the weathering, the weather bung on the end, and it's it was available with their kit, to add to the kit, because I've already got an Ethernet cable in the van, which is a nice flat cable. It's gold tipped, this, that and the other, really nice cable, and I could have used that. It's like a 5 meter cable, no problem, that would have worked in theory, but it doesn't have the weather end, like to be outside, so I thought I'd buy that specific one, and it doesn't seem to be doing well, does it?
No.
This is taking a turn. It's now started raining whilst trying to fix a problem with wet cable. You can't make this up. You really can't. So John's up on the roof at the moment, struggling under an umbrella, trying to keep things dry whilst using 2 hands and trying to hold the umbrella.
I should have picked an easier career path, I think. I think I might go and work in a supermarket where it's dry and warm.
Yeah. And there's no idiot YouTubers going, I need my Starlink on the roof. Oh, this is beautiful, beautiful. So what you trying a bit of WD-40?
Yeah. WD-40 is non-conductive. It will stop corrosion.
I mean, I'm going to see how well it goes and whatnot, and I'll keep you all updated. If we need to get a new one, or I need to go talk to the one. I just had a head appear. It's like you saw yourself, you're like, oh, I'm there. That just soaked me.
It's fucking ridiculous, right? Yeah, those magnets are strong. Obviously, they need to be, otherwise the Starlink goes flying.
Yeah, they are pretty powerful magnets, aren't they? I know a few other people. My hat looks awful. I know a few.
By the way,
go on.
This little booby, this wasn't me on the Starlink. I think there'll be a future video telling you about that.
To say he's just thrown me under the bus is an understatement. Yes, I will tell you all about that another time for sure.
So I'm only using like a very light duty adhesive sealant, so if we need to get it off, we should be able to just cut around it.
Right, okay.
But I'd rather do this than have it leak.
Yeah, 100%.
Just try and stop. Now, unless I didn't have, because you're supposed to grease all of the seals before you use it, unless one of the seals folded when I put it in, maybe, I don't know, but it's better to seal something. Oh,
100%, yeah, you're right there. It's one of the things, isn't it? We just have to see how it goes, and anything can happen, I mean, it's especially when water's involved, isn't it?
The roof on a motorhome is the most harsh environment ever.
Yeah.
It's rain, snow, salt from the roads.
Yeah, everything, isn't it?
There you go. Not very tidy, but we don't want it. We'd rather that than it leak,
yeah, 100%. So. I'd rather the. I mean, I'm not looking up there, so I don't care. So that's the end of the thing. I just want it, not to have any problems. Basically, I don't care what it looks like. Although I look a bit stupid right now. My hat has ridden right up my head and I look like a freaking gnome. So how long will that take to set, John?
It starts skinning over in about an hour, but it doesn't matter. Even if it gets wet, it's fine. It's not holding anything on. It's just sealing. It's not a big issue.
That's cool. Well, we weren't expecting that, was we? Not at all. Just jumping up there just to take the tape off after it being fitted yesterday and that, just to because the tape was on there to just secure its position.
Yeah, just to stop the gland from moving.
Yeah. I mean, when you stuck the plate down, you done the spacer.
Yeah, I've got the spacers on there. So
you know, and it's all
5 mil of sealant or adhesive, because you need adhesive for the plate. Yeah, that's all done.
But yeah, weren't expecting that. But we did have a bit of rain apparently last night.
Yeah, it was like a monsoon last night, but obviously it shouldn't leak at any time. So.
No, but at least there's something to keep an eye on now, and definitely if any of you guys are going to use this kit, then yeah, definitely have a look at that when you are putting it together, because even if it was, like you said, it rolled over.
Yeah, the seals might
like even if the seal rolled over, I mean, still that's a bit of a flaw, isn't it?
Well, because they supply grease with the kits, and you're supposed to put grease on the seals so they don't fold, and then I expect you put grease on the outside, just supposed to prevent water getting in. But trouble is, putting grease outside, it's going to eventually come off, so you'd be better just to seal it anyway. Because obviously, when someone washes the van, and they brush a brush over it, it's going to brush the grease off that anyway. Yeah.
Well, at least it's something to keep an eye on, and it's all sealed now, so it should be fine. We'll just keep an eye on it and see what happens. I am over the moon with those modifications John's done. I'm so happy to have Starlink on the roof now. Now I will keep an eye on that cable. I will be meeting up with John again some point soon, and we'll double check it and make sure. Like I say, I'll keep an eye on it. If anything does happen, anything changes, then I'll keep you guys updated and I'll let you know. It's one of them things, isn't it? You know, especially when you're dealing with water, you know, things can happen. You know, parts can be, you know, a little bit dodgy here and there, or something can just happen, like a little rolled O-ring. We don't know. But the bottom line is you've got to, you know, double check these things and make sure they're all good. So, yeah. We'll keep an eye on that and we'll see how it goes. But I am chuffed to have Starlink on the roof. I've got the power in the bedroom, and the fridge is done. So that is, sound as a pound, sweet as a nut. I will be doing a video on my full internet setup, because I have got quite a complex system to keep me connected on the road, doing what I do, as I'm, you know, a full-time digital nomad really. Now, if you are thinking about getting a system, or you have got a few things that you want fitted to your motorhome, then definitely do check out the link in the description below. Head on over to John's Instagram, shoot him a message, see if he can help you out. And what he doesn't know about electrics, honestly, ain't worth knowing. And like he said, he is mobile, so all he needs is somewhere safe to be able to work on the vehicle, and he can come to you, and so he can book you in. Now I know he has got quite a packed calendar for the year, so if you are looking at getting a full system or a few modifications like I have, then do reach out and send him a message, because he is the man and he can help you with all that stuff. Oh, love it. The motorhome is done. It's had a few modifications and I love it, really do. Now I know John can't wait for another list of tweaks and modifications from me. So what should I add or change to my motorhome? Drop it in the comments below and I'll catch you lovely lot in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.